Hi guys, welcome to At Home with the Homers. Today we're prepping for the big Halloween party at the weekend. So we're going to be going through all of the decor, we're going to be talking about some games, I'm going to be showing you some DIYs that I'm going to be using, and we're going to be going through our costumes as well. So grab yourselves a drink, get comfy, and let's get going. Okay, so I don't know if you're going to be able to distinguish my organisation here, but down here is all the stuff for the costumes, which I'll go through in a minute. Here I've got things that are for food and drinks for the party, so some paper plates. These paper plates we got from, I want to say Tesco's, but now I'm saying that out loud, it actually might have been TK Maxx. Does it say? No. So yeah. These though, these gorgeous little ghost themed things, we got these from Tesco's, and they weren't much at all, they were a couple of pounds, and there's a matching, there you go, matching chips and dip bowl. And we also got, and these definitely were from TK Maxx, these really gorgeous kind of ceramic bowls, which I'm almost a little bit reluctant to use at the parties. I don't want them to get wrecked. I just think they're gorgeous. Okay, £10. £10 for one of those. I actually think that's just so beautiful. Coco and Lola. So yeah, so that's all kind of, and they've got this big bucket thing which we've had for a few years now. It's obviously just an ice and drinks bucket. So yeah, so that's all of that. These, I'm gonna put you in there. These glass jars, I'm going to tell you a bit more about in a minute, but we've basically, David has been making these. He's got these stickers from Etsy, and we're going to fill up these jars with different things so they just look like the descriptions on the stickers. So yeah, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do for those in just a little while. I've got my decoration-y bits, I've got some balloons, tablecloths, because it wouldn't be right without them. I've got them when I was on. Some tea lights in those boxes, and I've got this projector. My dad bought me this a few years back. I don't know where he got it from, I'll have to ask him, but it does differ. It's got a Christmas mode and a Halloween mode, and it's these different animated little clips that just sort of go on repeat, but they do look really cool. It's got this big white thing in here that you project it onto, but to be honest, we quite often don't use that. We just kind of project it onto like a window or a big blank wall. Like our walls are, as you can see, a really lovely white colour, so that actually works perfectly for that. Here I've got the monster box, which has just got like all of our kind of collection of things for Halloween parties from over the years. We don't tend to throw things out if we haven't used them. We've got this pack from Amazon, which has got some more plates, cups, straws, all that. All that good jazz, so let's go over there. I'm just gonna check on what Bones is doing. I'll have to try and continue then. Excuse me, dog, I'm trying to make a YouTube video. Right. Oh, this used to keep it, we don't even, don't worry about that, it's rubbish. Okay. Oh, we've got these Halloween cupcake stands. So again, that's gonna be something that we use for our treats. That's the food bit, which is getting more and more precariously balanced on the end of that coffee table. More cups, witching hour. B&M, £2.50. There you go. They're kind of pretty, a bit different from your kind of normal cups like them. This is an old one, caution tape. Got that from Tesco's a few years ago, but didn't use it, so we'll use it now. So that goes in the decorating section. Now these are for a game. We're gonna create what I'm calling Limbo. See what I did there? Because it's limbs. So I'll show you how I'm gonna make that later on. Game things need their own section. Where do I put them? There. Okay. So we've got a couple of those cupcake things. Really excited about those. Ooh. Got bunting. This is paper bunting from Tesco's, but it has lasted us a few years. So yeah, it's gonna use that again, aren't we, Bonesy? Yes. Use that again. So this is the kind of stuff that, I mean, I love it. I think it's gorgeous. It's all great for the kids for the party, but it's not, I don't want it up in my house for the whole of October, because I like Halloween just fine, but I'm not. This feels unnecessary. This is kids' party stuff, so decorations. Aww, little ghost Levi made. It was his first Halloween. I mean, I probably mostly made it and just held his little hand. He was about 10 months old when we made this, so, but I still keep it even though it's wrecked. I'll put it up somewhere. Okay. Ooh, got our brain mold for our brain jelly. We usually have a brain jelly when we found that is sometimes more successful than others. I don't know why. I'm gonna guess that when I make the jelly, it's less successful. When David makes it, it's very successful. We also have a similar thing in a heart shape. So yeah, that can go with food. More Halloween paper bunting from Tesco's. Ooh, eyeball lights. Do they need new batteries? Oh, they don't. Look at that. How cool is that? That'll probably go around the table, I think. So that's, yep, decor. Massive spider. I reckon I'll put that on the table. Hideous toad. Similar theme. I'll use him on my table actually. More of that tape. Oh, this guy was a B&M buy from many years ago. You can move the arms around. So, there you go. So, which is handy because first of all, you can put him in all sorts of scary positions, but also you can then fold him away when you're done with him. He definitely needs new batteries, but if he still works, he's got a sensor, so he'll start talking when people go past him. This wasn't much, I can't remember how much, but it wasn't super expensive, and they have them every year at B&M, so if you want something that's just got a little bit of a punch, then yeah, seek this guy out, or something similar. All right, easy mate, okay. Oh yeah, I made a game last year of Pin the Witch on the Broomstick, so it's the Room on the Broom story. So I drew out this background and I laminated it. Then I drew the characters from Room on the Broom. And you can see this how lazy I am, but she's still got the blue tack on the back. And the kids just have to, they're blindfolded. And there you go, there's the dog. And they just stick them as close to the broomstick as they can. So that one actually was that went down really well last year. And no, he's trying to take the bunting. No, leave it. Leave it, that can go with games. Not yours, that's what we're working on at the moment. Not yours. He doesn't get it. I think it's all shoes for him to chew on. So I'm working on that. Yes, I still love you, but you must not chew on those things. More paper plates. I really don't think we're going to need all these. I mean, it's not like it's a family party. It's not like a street party. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, some more bags. He's got a pen. Hang on, I've got to make him think that I don't know he's got it, because otherwise he'll run. Hang on. Hey, Bones. What you got? What you got? No, not yours. You've got lots of things to chew. You've got lots of things to chew. Okay, right. Got an axe. That's kind of a costumey thing. I might see if I can find someone who needs that. More of these bags that we spare ones from the lantern hunt. So these can get put away really. More cups. These are obviously all unused, but we just, every year you end up buying more cups, don't you? And you don't use them all, so we just kind of save them. Another Halloween axe, because why not? Yeah, we can definitely use that in decor, I think. Okay. Bugs. A bag of bugs. Don't get rid of anything. Don't get rid of anything. It's plastic, man. It's ruining the environment. You might as well keep it and use it somewhere. Decor bugs. these pegs. Right, so I bought these pegs years ago. They've got little Halloween guys on them. Right, there's all different ones. Got a little skeleton guy. Little, these are also not yours. Little pumpkin guy. So I've kept, you can see the bag's really battered. I've never used them once, but I'm determined that I will find something. So I keep them, just in case. Just in case. Okay, so decor. More cups. It's absolutely, utterly unnecessary. Okay, oh, and then we've got some more of the lanterns from last year's lantern hunt. Ooh, one less now. Got a bat guy. And, I think I might have been given this once from someone as a gift. Thank you. And that's it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put all of the decor stuff and possibly the food things in this massive box, and that can come with us to the hall. We've hired a hall. It's only a little small one, little clubhouse hall for it because our house just wasn't big enough. So that's going to come with us to the hall and then to decorate. So let's get started on that. Okay, so you can see in front of me I've got all these jars that I was talking about earlier, and I've also got these great big black tubs. And what these are is they're sweet tubs. They're from a sweet shop online. I think it costs us something like £12 for the 5 of them. And then we just got some black spray paint, gunmetal black, I think David said, that we sprayed them back black. What we're going to do with these, this is going to be a game where the kids are going to reach inside and they have to guess what's inside, and we're going to sort of, you know, try and steer them towards thinking that they're particularly spooky things, but obviously they'll just be very generic, everyday kind of stuff. And then these are, as I mentioned before, these are going to be for decor. And what I've done is I've just kind of get some pieces together that kind of look like what's been described on there. So for this one is brain of rat. And so to make this, I've got some cotton wool balls, nice and easy. I'm getting flashbacks of the cookery video now, so this is all going to go wrong, I'm sure of it. And I'm going to put them in this water. I've got a little jug of water here, and I'm not going to tell you how many millilitres are in there because I didn't check. I'm going to, yeah, there we go. Put some red food colouring in that. There we go, lovely. And then I'm just going to put these cotton balls in there and let them soak all that up. And my theory is this is then going to look like brains. So I'm going to put them in the jar. Oh yeah, that's soaking that up really nice. You can see I'm just giving it a little, yeah, getting messy. I'm going to try not to, I don't want to break up the balls too much, but I don't mind if we get that sort of stringiness about it, because I'm going to try and unravel it a little bit. I could have done that in the first place actually. And put it in so it's got that kind of, stringiness isn't the right word, almost tubular look of brains, but obviously they're tiny brains, so maybe you wouldn't see it anyway. But yeah, so that is jar number 1. Okay, and there you go. One very, I think, convincing jar of rat brains. The next one we've got is poison mushroom extract. And for this, we got, again, from TK Maxx, got some shiitake slice mushrooms. I'm really not sure how these are going to come out. David chose these. But you can get dried mushrooms quite cheap from most supermarkets. So that's what we've done there. Got some dried shiitake mushrooms. Let's have a look. Oh, to be fair, they kind of look like what they are. But hey ho! Again, I feel like it's gonna. The really tricky thing about this is they sound, when you're moving them around, they sound like crisps or something like that. They sound like they'd be delicious. I'm banking on the fact they're not, so I'm not gonna eat them. That's the thing there. I'm not gonna eat these. cards on the table. I'm not a lover of mushrooms at the best of time. I actually don't mind shiitake mushrooms. But yeah, I can't bear normal mushrooms. Are slow, slimy. Blech. Okay, yeah, what do you think, Bonesy? Look good? You like it? There you go. Mushroom extract, the poisonous kind. So the next one we've got is spider venom, and at the risk of we didn't, because a lot of these are going to be filled with like slime and liquidy things, so we wanted to again try and, I love texture, I think texture is very important. So we have got this cobweb, orange cobwebbing from Tesco's, and I'm just going to kind of pull this out a little bit. No, Bones, it's not for you. It's not for you, Bones. Do you remember that? Do you remember our phrase of the day? Not yours. Not having, are you? So I'm just gonna try to pull this out a little bit. Put it in there. We did have some black stuff as well, but I think that's kind of gone. So the problem with Halloween is with kids and a dog is I think when they see anything, it's kind of immediately becomes theirs, doesn't it? So that, hey, what was I just saying? What was I just saying? Not yours. Okay, here we go. So that's our spider venom, which looks suspiciously like cobwebs. Okay, so another jar I've got here is for dead fingers, and for this I've got this massive bag of just bones from Amazon, nice and cheap. Most of these are going to be used for the Limbo game I was telling you about earlier, but the hands, we have other uses for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a pair of pliers and I'm going to cut off these fingers like I'm in the Bone Collector. And can anyone see that? That is an amazing film. That's an old film now, really old film now, but pretty much, was it that one or was it Girl Interrupted? One of those two films, but really maybe the combination of the two at the time is what launched Angelina Jolie's career. You will never look at Angelina Jolie again. If you haven't seen it, in my opinion, it's her best role. It's probably the straightest character she ever played, and she just, played it really, really well. But it's an amazing film, terrifying, brilliant for Halloween actually. Bone Collector. Check it out. I'm not even sponsored by them. It's genuinely a good film. Okay, so I can work out pliers. I'm a modern woman. I don't know if it's best to try and cut it. I'm going to lose my own finger in this. Ah! No, okay, that's not going to work. Can't do it lengthways. Come on. Okay, yeah, lengthways not going to work. So we're just going to cut off. It's alright because we only lose like a little bit of the finger, but I don't want to lose my fingers doing this. Ooh, yay! One finger, in he goes. Okay. Those fingers. That's two. Yeah, Sesame Street. Oh. Backhand just gone under the coffee table. I feel like he's trying to tell me something. Alright, see, and then for that you get the two of them cut off at the same time. Oh! There you go. Oh. Looking at that now, I'm a little bit like a few fingers in there, but yeah, I'll do. In hindsight, I'm like, maybe I could have just left the hands in one piece. But what's done is done. We cannot go back. We can only move forward. So, jar of dead fingers. The last bones. Stop now because he knows I'm listening to what he's doing. Okay, so the last three jars that I'm going to do for now is I've got vampire blood, deadly poison, and arsenic poison, and I'm gonna get a little bit, I'm just gonna use slime for these. And I do not allow slime in the house, ever. Ever. I hate this stuff. People love it, don't they? They go mad for it. Oh, slime. Oh, let's get some slime. This stuff will wreck your house. Like, it will absolutely wreck your house. The few times I've allowed slime in the house, it's been outside. But for this, I don't mind because the kids are just gonna be, you know, looking at it. I'm not playing with it. I'm so mean, I know, but I can't bear it. It just gets everywhere, you know? It's horrible. Oh, nice. So I'm going to use the yellow, I think, for the arsenic poison. I've got to try and separate it now. These tubs of slime were £3 from B&M, so not bad. Here we go. Come on then. Oh wow, that's just very satisfying. It's just fun to play with. I can see why kids like it so much. Not in my house. There we go. So, I mean, slime will tend to just eventually take the shape of whatever container it's in. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should use both colours. What do you think, Bones? What? I'm not here. I wasn't doing anything. Yeah, I could use both colours for the arsenic poison, couldn't I? Yeah, go on then. In you go. Come on. Ooh. Come on, slime. Oh, look. There you go. Does the work for me. Incrementally. All right, I'll help it. Oh, crikey. Oh, God. Yeah, there you go. That looks better, I think. Yeah. It's a bit cheerful, the colour, but that'll do. Oh, wait now. Was the slime supposed to be in one of those tubs? We'll get more if it was. Don't tell David. Shh. He left me instructions. Never read them. Okay. Vampire blood and poison. What if instead, what if I put the green and the purple in the deadly poison jar, and then I'll just use actual food colouring and water again for the vampire blood. I think that's going to be the best thing, because this really does not fill up much of a jar, and it's with just one half of it. So let's get this opened up. Come on, the other one was my friend. This video is not made for kids. Okay, there we are. Oh, it just went everywhere. It's a satisfying noise. Yeah, I kind of like the way that this sort of like, it's an ombre one, and it doesn't bleed in as much as one might like. But yeah, it's kind of got that vibe going for it. There you go. So we've got some deadly poison. Ooh. Okay. Deadly poison. All right. And yeah, I think for this one, I'm going to get that red food colouring back and just pour that in. Okay, 1 jar of vampire blood. I love the way because it's bubbled, just because I've literally just poured it. I can't tip it so that you guys can see it, but which actually looks, I don't know why, I think it makes it look more like blood, but the bubbles will go in a second, so no point getting used to that effect. Don't get too attached. Nope, it'll be gone in a second. Come here. Oh man. Hey man. Here we go, that's got it. Right, so pour this bad boy in there. Oh, these other jars smell horrible. In we go, Z. Perfect. Yeah. Crafting with Kelly. Okay. All right, and there you go. Vampire blood. 2 ingredients. Cost me hardly anything. Here, the last jar is the biggest one, and it says Witch's Brew, but it's not airtight. It's not like the normal jars. So what I'm gonna do is I'll pop this little bottle of green food colouring in there, and I'm done. No, I'm joking. But on the day, what I'll do is I'll make sure this is in there, and I'll just fill it up with water like I've done for the vampire's blood, but I don't want to do that now because even though the party's only a few days, I've just got a fear of things going really gross, smelling bad. I mean, also maybe getting knocked over. So yeah, this will be done later on. Okay, next job is we're going to take the rest of the bag of bones and we're going to turn it into the game I mentioned earlier, which was Limbo. Now again, like everything I do, this is stupid easy. It's literally Limbo, the normal game, but I'm going to hang some of these bones and body parts from the stick. The stick I'm using is one that I found when I was walking bones. It's a big, thick, kind of branchy looking stick, just to make it a bit creepier. And yeah, then we're going to hang these bones from it, and then we're just going to have the adults, the taller adults, not me, the taller adults are going to hold up the stick with the things dangling down, and the kids are going to have to try and limbo underneath it. Luckily, a lot of them are quite small, so this shouldn't really make it too much more challenging for them, but we just thought it makes it a little bit more Halloween-y. So I am just going to get the string on these for now. The stick is drying in the garage, and I'm going to tie those to the stick later on.
Just wanted to take a second here to say hello. If you're new, you are so welcome, and I'm so happy to have you here. If you like what you're seeing, please do think about subscribing. We've got a lot more content coming up, especially with Christmas season. I am so excited, and it'd be wonderful to have you stick around for that. If you are returning, if you've been here before, well, you knew what you were signing up for. Also, if anyone ends up trying any of these DIYs, or you've got your own things that you do at Halloween, please do let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about how you got on, or what you do in your family to keep the kids entertained during the spooky season. Okay, so sadly, my big wooden branch did not dry out. In fact, it was rotted. So we've had to use a bamboo stick from the garden. So you can see we've tied all of the bones to using the twine, but I've stuck this skull on here using no more nails, and I've propped it up between these two books to hold it in place until it dries. And actually, it came out really good, and it did look really cool.
Okay, so the next job I've got to do is sort out everybody's costumes and make sure that we have everything that we need to hand. And you would think, well, surely you just kept them all together when you bought them, but no, we didn't. Some of the stuff that we've got has taken quite a lot of making. God bless David, I say what we've done, it's all him. He's really good actually. He's really good at crafting bits and pieces. But I'll show you the costumes that we've got that are just kind of, they are in place. So first of all, we've got the He-Man costume. So our whole theme for David, myself, Levi, my dad as well, and I think Uncle Matt, who's David's brother, his wife, my stepsister Sam, and their son Max, we're all going with this He-Man theme. So we all kind of just grabbed whatever characters. I said Levi is going as He-Man, so we got this costume for him online from Smithy's, and you can see it's got pretty much everything. The shorts, it's even got little booties to go over his shoes, which is great. The only thing it didn't have was a wig, so we got him one. See, this is what I want to sort out. So here we go. So he's also got a wig, which he's actually really excited about. I don't think he'll keep it on for more than a few minutes, but we will see. So that is everything in one place. That's a good one. That's an empty bag. Okay, so whose is this one here? Aha! So Sarah, who is my niece, who spends quite a lot of weekends with us, because you know, Levi being an only child, loves Sarah's his oldest cousin. She's been around for his whole life. So they are almost like siblings. So she's got She-Ra. Again, this was just a whole costume from Smithies. And Sarah has got very long blonde hair, so she doesn't need a wig at all. And yeah, and that again, little gold booties to wear over her shoes. So that's the other one. Levi and Sarah sorted. Look at that, powering through stuff we are. My dad's costume. Now my dad, how do I explain this? My dad is, you know, my dad, and he's not a fan of He-Man, but God bless him, he's a good guy, and he got on board. And I had to think, okay, I was in charge of finding a costume for him, so I had to think, okay, so what kind of costume could my dad kind of get on board with? And I don't know how well you know He-Man, there wasn't an awful lot, but I did find there's one, I'm going to put a picture up of him, he's called Rio Blast. And he didn't ever make it into the cartoons, but he was in the comics, so it still counts. And he's kind of got a cowboy thing going on, so I picked up this cowboy costume from Amazon for my dad. So he's going to wear the chaps and the jacket, and then he's going to bring his own blue top and kind of tan coloured trousers, and he's got some shoes that he thinks are appropriate. And I'm going to use one of Levi's blasters to make the kind of, because he's got like he's like a futuristic cowboy, so he's got this kind of jetpack thing going on his back. So I'm going to use one of Levi's old guns, and he's going to have that, and that's going to be his weapon. So that's that one sorted. I also have a pack of mustaches. I'm going to get them. Oh, I can't find them. I can't find the mustaches anywhere. Where could they have gone? I found them. There were 4, there's now 3. I don't know why, it's weird. But should be more enough. I thought at first I was like, these are massive. Well, these are going to be too big for my dad, but actually, no, they're okay. Again, these were from online, Amazon, 1960s mustaches. So there you go, there's that. And see, put it all together. So everything's together. I also, this is the gun I was telling you about earlier. If I can find some spray paint, I may spray paint it, but to be honest with you, I'm at a point now where I just need to get things kind of organised, and actually, I don't think my dad's really that bothered. Okay, so there we go, Rio Blast, all in one piece. So this is where things are going to start getting a little bit more complicated for us, because David and my costumes were a little bit more put together. So David is going as Prince Adam rather than He-Man. So he's got himself his leather waistcoat. This is one of the campiest costumes I've ever seen in my life, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the party. He's got his purple Prince Adam trousers. And, oh yeah, to go over those, a pair of purple pants. We've also got, oh, I think these are alternative pants. To go over the top, I think these were alternative. All of these have just been kind of put together from things that we found on Amazon or online. And of course he has his own Prince Adam wig. I said his own hair was fine. He's got long hair. He's got, his hair's almost the same like as mine. He would tell you it's longer. It's not. But yeah, so he's very well set up. I think that's everything he needs. So actually this is much easier than I thought it was going to be. Honest to God, like finding the mustaches and that gun was probably the hardest thing I've done today. So yeah, let's put there. So now my one really is a little bit, my costume is the most complex. I'm going as Skeletor, a female Skeletor. I have got, this costume has been designed by my husband. I feel like I should point that out right now. I have a couple of different options for what I can go with, but I think ultimately we've got a blue kind of leotard bodysuit thing. And this is like a gymnastics one, so it's got shorts. You see there, so it's like a full bodysuit thing. Underneath that, I will also be wearing blue fishnet tights. I'm just trying to figure out what this is. I think this might be another bodysuit thing. I think this was a top. We tried a couple of different things because, you know, you want to have fun, but also don't want to be catching a cold. Oh yeah, so right, so these are tights. So these are tights. So I can wear those if the fishnets are too appropriate. Yeah. So yeah, I sort of see, I've got the fishnet, I'm not with the fishnets over it just for effect. So it was sparkly as well, like then. I'm easily won over by that. Oh no, these are the sparkly ones. See, so I've got a couple of different options there. I like options as well. There's no point me saying, oh, I'll just keep this one and put that one away, because actually on the night I will probably try on one or two. I've got this, because he had that kind of loincloth kind of a thing, didn't he? But I've got this purple sparkly dancers one. So that's going to go over around my waist. And then Dave's also got me a purple cape. So there you go. That's my purple skeletal cape. Velvety one. I now have 3 capes. That's the kind of person I am. And what's this? Is this another bodysuit? Oh yeah, so this was another option for the bodysuit. So it was a swimming costume, but yeah, we decided it's very pretty though. I will keep it as a swimming costume, but we decided that's not going to be warm enough. And then I have my face paint. Again, I've got a few options here because in some shots, skeletal. I mean, the thing is, I'm not a child of the 80s. I was in the 80s for 5 days. Okay, I am a child of the 90s. All right, I'm Spice Girls and what were we watching? Kim Possible. You know, that was the kind of thing that I was watching. But I have now seen enough of He-Man to know that Skeletor's face sometimes looks white, but sometimes it also looks kind of yellow. So we've got a couple of options there, and then we've got the black to do around my eyes. So that is all in one piece as well. So unbelievably, if you told me it would have gone this easy, I would never have agreed. I would have like, no way. It's going to be too complex. It's going to be bits everywhere. So actually, but yeah, all in one place. And the only one more thing is we have a little doggy costume for Bones. It's obviously just after his own name, isn't it? Whether or not he wears it, I won't. If he looks uncomfortable, I'll take it off him because I don't want him feeling uncomfortable. But yeah, glows in the dark though. I don't know if that might convince him. We'll see. But yeah, so there we go. Costume's done. Whoosh. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to tell you the extras for my costume. David made these, bless him. So you've got this kind of harnessy thing. Because Skeletor has like bones all over him, so he's got this harness thing, and he's spray painted the whole thing and the bones this kind of purpley colour, and he's stuck them onto it. I don't know how well it's going to hold, but this is heart. You know, it's really cool, to be fair. So yeah, so that's kind of for Skeletor's sort of chest plate bit, and then you got this on mine, this sort of D&D style LARPing staff, and again spray painted it with this sort of metallic-y purple, so it's really cool. So because I run the parties, I can't actually win the costume contest, but I feel like I should.
And time for the mystery tubs. In the first one we have cold baked beans. Literally, this is my nightmare. I can't bear this stuff. And in mystery tub number 2, we have cold spaghetti. Ugh. We're going to tell the kids it's worms. In the interest of not having everything being disgusting, we've got a spiky ball and then some rubber gloves as well, just to kind of throw them off with some weird textures. Okay, so we've just arrived at this little clubhouse where we're going to be doing the party, and I don't know if you guys can see, it's got a thatched roof. It's like a really old kind of cottage thing, so it's cute, but it actually is really musty in there, so it kind of adds to that whole Halloween-y vibe. So we're going to get all the bits and pieces in and start decorating. Okay, so we have just got home from the party and it was brilliant, to be fair. We had an amazing time. I've also got no voice left from doing the games and stuff with the kids. You can see I've gone from Skeletor to Mummy Smurf, and that's fine. I think in the end the adults and the kids all agreed that the Hands in the Jar was their favourite game, but mine was the Limbo. We had a really good time with that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, it'd be amazing if you'd give us a like and subscribe to join our community. And in the meantime, I will see you again soon. Take care.